Hello. We have been working on some cool stuff. This is going on my YouTube channel because I can do that. So here we go. This is something that a team's been working on at xbloom on making this machine more functional. So we have just recently launched the really cool feature, which is called auto mode. So as you see here, I have pro mode and I have auto mode. So what auto mode does, and you can watch the cool video, and I'll probably put up a real video on that on the xbloom YouTube channel, is auto mode lets you basically have memory playback of 3 different recipes. So you can program 3 different recipes onto the machine and kind of go from there. So I'll show you how that works, and I'll show you some cool other updates. And you can enable some memes to occur. So here we go. I'm gonna set this to auto mode. And you can see here it says A, B, and C. You also can do this just by tapping the button 3 times here. So it'll switch between pro mode and auto mode. So, if you're not a professional, make sure it always says A, B, and C because it's only for pros. So anyway, we're on auto mode now. And in here, what you can do is you could go down here, auto mode recipes. You can see I have 3 different recipes. I have say recipe. I have 1 to 17 iced. So I have like a hot brew coffee for my Omni dripper. You can also do something with the tea brewer. That's going to come out in a bit there. And then I have a cup of noodles profile. So you basically can have like each of these recipes set up to whatever you want. I'll kind of show you guys how that works here. So this, for example, is like a light roast recipe here. If I click this, we actually now let you see all of the recipes. So you can see like every single recipe for every single coffee. If you really wanted to spend your time doing that, you can do that. You also can look at all of the recipes that you have made. So for example, I can take any of these recipes and I can kind of sync them to each of the buttons here. So for example, say I have a million different recipes here. Let's pick this recipe because this was a fun recipe. Now that I put it onto here, I hit the sync button and it will save whatever recipe that I have here onto that button. And then in order to use the recipe, you can hit obviously the dial and you can see it loads right into the recipe. It shows all the different information and all of that. So it makes it so that all you have to do, depending on what recipe you run, is you have to weigh out coffee. So it's very hard, guys. As you see here, we have this option that says scale on. Essentially, it's the first step. So most of the recipes, most of the coffees that people run are 15 grams. So, if I have the scale on, the first thing that happens when I hit like A or B, it brings me into the scale. So then I need to put coffee in. And then once I put the coffee in, I put it into the grinder. I hit the play button. There we go. It's going to blow up because we dummy-proof the machine because there's no coffee in here. So we're not going to let you brew coffee, right? So it's going to do the exact same thing. You can see the grass, you can see, all that cool stuff. So the nice thing with this is that, say, you have a household and you have, 3 different coffees you use, like you have a spouse or girlfriend or husband or whatever that wants to brew one coffee that's different than you. You have now some choices here. If you're a coffee shop, you can have, A, B, and C set up to something like light, medium, dark. In the case where I use this machine for, daily brewing, I'm brewing light roast coffee. I then want to have an iced coffee. Then I have like cup of noodles, or in the future, we will have the tea options here, is that you can just have this all programmed out. And it makes your life very easy in the sense that you don't have to use your phone to do this. Obviously, you have to use your phone to set up everything and get that all going and whatnot. But once you get it set up and dialed in for whatever you're doing, I think for a lot of people, you're going to have like 1 or 2 really strong pour over recipes for like most of the coffees that, you're drinking. And you just can run the same recipe every single time, which is pretty cool. That's here. Some other cool stuff, which I think is interesting for you all, is now we can look at recipes. So this is kind of an addition that we worked on to add here, is the UI of the app has obviously changed. You now have like popular recipes here, trending, we have like some trending recipes. You can create recipes, import recipes, all of that. You also can see all of your current recipes. So this is the exact same as before, but a little cleaner. But now we have some like popular recipes here. And then you also can go and spend money. Give me your dollars. You can go and buy coffee now. So say you want to go and pick up a coffee, it's in the app. And, you can kind of go in and it'll bring you to the website and you can, check out. So this is something that's been pretty fun that we've added here as well. So if you guys have this machine, feel free to provide any sort of feedback to me on if we did a good job or not. But I think it's pretty fun. I'm not covering every single little thing that we've done, but obviously I think this is a pretty cool new feature. Oh, by the way, one other thing is if you have all these different recipes, we now give you some default recipes that ship with the machine. Is if you go back into here, if you go into your auto mode, say, these are all 3 recipes, or your friend or whatever messed up your recipes, you can hit reset and it will reset the recipes to 3 recipes that are, decent enough for your light, medium, and dark. So that's one way to do it. And then again, if you turn off the scale, you can have a setting that just bypasses the scale. So if you were brewing with, where did it go? With, say, our pods, which are pre-weighed, you can see that this little light down here is going to be different, right? Like, so it'll light up to say like, oh yeah, you need to weigh out coffee for that. So like here, it goes right into the recipe here. You also can do the exact same thing, which is real-time adjustment of ratios and grind size and whatever. And then here, it has the dot. If I do here, the first step is weigh out the coffee. So I think it's, decently intuitive enough for most people, I hope. And, if you guys have any questions, feel free to talk about that. But, we post work videos onto the YouTube channel. But yeah, it's some goofy stuff we've added. Should be fun. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm curious what creative solutions this now unlocks for people. For me, now my machine is the most optimal coffee and cup of noodle machine of all time. So there you go. All right, see you guys later.